Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna do our Crown Jewel predictions. I'm gonna get this up right away because Crown Jewel is this weekend, Saturday actually,
8 a.m.
8 a.m. your time, 5 a.m. my time, and I will not be watching it live. Of course, I'll be watching it later throughout the day. I'll just do my best to avoid spoilers.
Yeah.
However,
off Facebook,
right, off Facebook, off of X, off of IG. I do a pretty good job of avoiding spoilers. Where I get up is when I go on YouTube because I'm a YouTube junkie, and sometimes my favorite the thumbnails and reveal everything.
Exactly. Cody wins.
Right.
It's like
and it's like, all right, well, I guess now I'm watching from how did he win versus the genuine surprise because part of me still likes to be surprised and sometimes I don't care. It depends on the match, right?
Me too. I concur. Yeah. If it's a match, I'm like, oh, all right, let me just watch it and see how she won, you know what I'm saying? Or how he won. But if it's like a big match, like like Cena versus AJ Styles, I don't want to be spoiled. I want to watch it because I know it's going to be good.
Yeah, I don't want to be spoiled either. Although we kind of got an idea of who may win. We'll talk about that in a second. But let's go ahead and go through the card. It's only 5 matches so far. I don't know if they're going to change that. So once again, we got another 5-match PLE on the ESPN app. You've already committed to ESPN. Yep. I've not committed yet. I'll be watching it through the plug this weekend. I'm going to go over Nick's crib. We're actually going to come over. She'll log in. And we'll watch it. I do plan to eventually get the ESPN app, but most likely around Mania season.
Yeah.
And I'll probably do like a year commitment from January to December or whatever. So right now it is October and we got 3 more months of the year. I believe 2 more big shows. I think this and Survivor Series is all we got left PLE wise. I don't think they have one for December, at least not yet.
Saturday night main event, I think.
Right, which they're going to have Cena's last match, which have you heard that it might be Gunther?
No, I haven't heard that. That'd be a good match, though.
So Crown Jewel, 5 matches, ESPN app, $30 if you are signing up for the first time. So we're going to rank these 5 matches. And right now, since it's only 5, each match is $6. All right, so we're going to talk about, is this match worth the $6? You can also say, hey, this match is worth the entire $30. Or if you want to say the piece of the pie is even bigger, to justify the $30, we can do that as well.
Okay.
Right? You might say.
I like that.
So either way, we want to make sure that you feel good about this purchase you're about to do. So let's just start with the undercard versus, actually, no, let's not start with the undercard. Let's start with the main event. Let's talk about Seth Rollins versus Cody Rhodes for the Crown Jewel Championship, which is a belt that they don't get to take home, but it's a beautiful, sparkled out, blinged out, bedazzled belt.
Yeah.
Which they keep at their WWE offices in Saudi. And then they get to wear a ring, a huge ring back.
Like a Super Bowl ring.
Like a Super Bowl ring, right? So something's on the line. And this is not in Saudi Arabia this year. Now it's in Perth, which actually, I wonder if that changes things in terms of that Crown Jewel Championship. Are they going to use that same belt or something different? I really like the way that belt looked, although it wasn't, a real deal championship.
I think they're going to keep it the same because I think that's something that they had like an agreement with between Saudi to come up with that particular event. So I think they're going to keep the belt the same. But if they do, that'd be super cool. Like keep it fun, man.
You think they would have announced it by now, though, right? They would have probably showed it.
That's why I think so. Yeah, they would have showed the belt. Like, oh, check, these are the belts they're going for,
Yeah, because if you recall, they were walking around with that shit in like a briefcase, like with security guards and whatnot last year, right?
Yeah.
Which I predict was 100% legit. That thing looked very, very expensive.
Oh, they got too much money to be making belts, bro.
Right.
They wouldn't have a layout like that either, I don't think.
Right. So we'll see. But so we got Cody versus Seth Rollins, which is a high profile match based off the 2 champions that we have. Last year it was Cody versus Gunther. This year it is Cody versus Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is on a hot run right now as the top heel on Raw. And then Cody is the top white meat babyface on SmackDown. And
Sorry.
And oh, no worries, no worries. So Cody's 3-0 against Seth, and they've been hammering home that in the build up to it, which leads me to believe that Seth is walking out with this victory. But what do you think in terms of this match? What do you think about? Let's start. What do you think about the hype leading up to it?
I think they did good storytelling with it. I think it's going to be a great match. I already said I feel and know that Seth is going to win because it just would not look good to the whole Vision thing. And it was funny when I was watching SmackDown. No, it wasn't SmackDown, but it was Raw. And Paul Heyman was like, he kept asking Paul, he's like, if I lose, what you think will happen? And he's like, oh, you're not going to lose. He's like, no, if I lose. And Paul gave him this whole spiel of what I was thinking in my head. He was like, I'm going to question whether I picked you. Bronson is going to question you. Breaker's going to question you. We're going to question picking you as our leader and the move on to the new vision, your so-called vision that you say you was going to portray and put forth in the WWE. And I was like, that makes perfect sense. Like, you can't be losing, bro, like all the time, and you claim to be the new vision.
That was
beautiful.
That was a well done backstage segment.
Yes,
that was really good. And if you miss it, you missed it. That's one thing. Like, WWE should have showed that again for those who like to fast forward, like moi. Yeah. Luckily, I caught that shit, and I was like, oh, they're planting all types of seeds of doubt in that last episode of Raw. The only thing that's for sure is nothing's for sure. With the exception, the only thing that's for sure is the matches they're going to do every week. But in terms of like the storylines and the outputs and the outcomes, good job of planting all these seeds of doubt. So yeah, Paul Heyman saying that.
Pins on fire, man, in that boardroom.
And we talked about that. I've said numerous times when we talked about eventually how the vision was going to end, we said that was going to be like Braun and Bronson pretty much beating Seth down. And we agreed that you just can't trust Paul Heyman.
For sure.
And Paul Heyman aligning himself with Brock, which still seems as if Seth really didn't have any input or say on that.
Oh, really, I like that too. I like that segue where they was talking about like, was it Cody saying, did you really tell him to introduce Brock? I have response to everything. It's like, no, you don't. No, you don't.
You don't. Well, so yeah, let me see if I can find that promo verbatim.
With Paul Heyman and Seth?
Yeah, let me see if I can find the Raw. Let's see if someone actually wrote that down.
But also, don't it make you kind of like, me, it kind of makes you be on the ropes of how to feel about Seth too. Cause it's like, damn, like here this guy trying to do something dope with his team and they're kind of being a little fishy with him, you know, behind the scenes, not blatantly, but like just a little bit, you know, like Paul like is like the one that's kind of like moving it a little bit instead of him.
I mean, Paul's made it clear. Paul Heyman, I got to start saying these people's full names so you know who we're talking about. People tune in and we're like talking about, we're just saying first names as if they know who we're talking about, right? So Paul Heyman, he's moved on from so many different, well, at least within Brock and Roman, he's turned on both of them.
Yep.
He had Punk back in the day. He turned on Punk 2 with Brock. He turned on Roman with Brock, turned on Brock with Roman, turned on Roman and CM Punk at the same time with Seth.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
When.
Right?
Sure, you're right. You're right.
All right, let me see if I can...
He goes where the grass is greener.
And then you can also tell, another good thing they did with continuity is Seth looks stressed. He looks like this is weighing heavy on him for some reason. Like
Yes.
Right?
I love that too.
He's backstage with Becky. Becky's all in her own world, right? But on her mind, he's just sitting there looking at his watch.
No tension.
Right, you know?
And then I like he with the one segment on, he was like, I gotta beat him. He said, no, I gotta beat him. Like he knows, like he knows what he has to lose if he does lose. Like
strange enough. Oh, here we go. All right, let's see. Okay. So yeah, Seth asks, what if he doesn't beat Cody? Paul says he will beat Cody. Seth wants to know what really happens, like what really happens. And Paul says he'll lose the locker room. He'll lose the faith of Braun and Bronson. He'll lose the vision. He'll throw everything that they've built since WrestleMania. He'll become the de facto wannabe secondary champion. So he says, Seth, don't lose.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, he says, I need to think twice if you were the right pick over my tribal chief. Because he still calls Roman his tribal chief.
Yeah. Yep.
And based off the way that Roman and the Usos were acting on Raw.
See, I wanted to slow down. I didn't want to talk about it. I ain't know if we want to talk about it right away.
We'll get there. We're gonna have a spot. We're gonna talk about that for sure. Because the Usos were working like straight up heels in that match.
Yes. So one Uso was working like a heel. The other one was just supporting.
Yeah. You could see the aggression in that match because I watched it this last night over again. So okay, yeah. So here we are. So Seth has his back's against the wall, which is weird because he's the champ, but he seems as if he's the underdog. Yeah, and I believe that the confidence that Cody has going into it, I think Seth definitely will get the win, and he has to get this win. The question is, I guess, so we both say that Seth's going to win. We both agree that the match is going to be excellent. There's no way that it can't be.
No,
the match is going to be off the charts. I hope they get a good 30 minutes, and I think they're going to pull out all the stops. But I do think Seth is going to win with a curb stomp. And I'm going to go as far as to predict that it's going to be a clean victory to solidify Seth as that guy. But what do you think?
I don't think it's going to be clean.
Shenanigans?
I think it's going to be shenanigans. I think multiple parties going to be involved, though. I think it's going to be like somebody helping Cody, and Randy might get involved if the Vision show up to try to help out. It's going to be a lot of like distractions, but Seth is going to eventually like get the win with the curb stomp, like you said.
So maybe on SmackDown, I was thinking that possibly they'll have another face-to-face. They haven't done a contract signing yet. So maybe they'll do another face-to-face, being that this is the main event. And possibly Seth might say, hey, keep your cronies in the back. Or Seth might give his own words saying, nah, I'm going to do this by myself with no help.
Hopefully. That'd be dope. And I respect it a lot more.
But you still think that there's going to be some because
a
tsunami in between two slices of spear.
Oh, yeah, for sure. something, man, because like him and Paul both know they can't lose. And it just won't be a good look. It won't be a good look. So they're going to do whatever they got to do to win. And I don't think Paul Heyman going to leave that man just hanging out there if he's losing, getting his ass whooped.
Yeah. Yeah. Or, hey, it could be some different shenanigans. The shenanigans could be Randy Orton finally gets Cody to eat that RKO because we know it's coming.
I don't think it'd be doing Crown Jewel. I think it's after him and Seth have that match. That's when him and Randy start having their talk and putting their story in line to for them to have their last match or how many other matches they have. And I think that might be a few too. So maybe 2 or 3 matches.
Yeah, Randy did the lust in his eyes stare at the belt last week before he gave it back to Cody. So
it's on the way.
When they stare at that belt, it's like, hey, my eyes are up here. But, all right. So yeah, okay. We'll both predict Seth. I'm going to say clean. You say shenanigans. We both say great match. The hype is real. High profile match. This could main event any PLE, even WrestleMania. I do appreciate the video packages they've told the last couple weeks in terms of their rivalry to their alliance. And now here we are. Really good storytelling.
Yes.
For such a short build. Only 3 weeks, they did a good job. So I think it's worth $6. I will pay $6 for it. I might even pay $10 for it. Well, let me double it. I'll pay $12 for it.
I'm with you.
$12. So
yeah, I'll double up that match.
You'll double up. So that's a $12 match.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So now we only got to account for $18 more to make this pay-per-view worth it. All right. You hear that, folks? Seth versus Cody, $12 match out of 30. You got $18 more to go. All right. So let's go to the next one. High profile. And I told you that, I was kind of wrong. I'll eat it. I was wrong. I said that Roman Reigns and Bronson Reed were going to have a stretcher or ambulance match. That was my guess.
You did.
And when they did the promo on Raw, when Paul Heyman came out and did his promo, he kept saying that Bronson Reed is the only person to put you out on the stretcher. Mm-hmm. And he said it multiple times. So I just knew, The SOP wisdom coming through. I've only been watching wrestling for 40 years. Of course.
Mm-hmm.
But no, they're just having a street fight, an Australian street fight, which is fine.
Yeah, I'm cool with it.
I'll take it. But it would have been dope had it been like an ambulance match or a stretcher match.
Or a last man standing.
Or a last man standing. But a street fight, can't go wrong with that. Not with those two. They're going to beat the shit out of each other.
Yes.
And
it's going to be like him and Bronson. It's going to be like Bronson Reed and Braun Strowman.
Yeah, speaking of Braun Strowman, and it's funny that you brought his name up because when Paul Heyman kept talking about how no one's stretchered out Roman Reigns, I thought, didn't Braun Strowman beat the shit out of Roman Reigns? They put him on a stretcher and then he pushed him over a damn edge. Do you remember that? It was like 2016, 17 time frame when Braun Strowman was feuding with Roman. I got to find this on YouTube. Like Roman got stretched out. He got stretchered out. And then Braun just came out of nowhere saying, I'm not done with you yet. Came and grabbed the damn stretcher and threw this man over the edge of, it was backstage, but it was off of something.
Yeah.
Kind of like a loading dock. He kind of threw him off. He pushed Roman in the stretcher, strapped in over the edge. I was like, yo, that was crazy. So we gotta find that.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Yeah, that's back when he was pushing Braun as the monster heel at the time. Yeah. But yeah, I don't think Bronson Reed is the first person to really beat the shit out of Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns got his ass whooped a lot. Bronson Reed's beatdown was up there.
Yeah.
But I think Braun Strowman has really beat the shit out of Roman Reigns back in the past.
And they're also, you could tell they're really pushing, Bronson Reed too, like the Australian street fight, since they're in Perth. And they're matching him up with Roman multiple times too. They're trying to give him that superstar rub, which is cool. I mean, I'm still not crazy about him, but I'll watch a Bronson Reed match.
Yeah, I mean, good for Bronson Reed. He gets to wrestle in his home country, so that's dope. He didn't get to last time. Mm-hmm. He's in a high profile match against Roman Reigns.
Yeah, it's big.
In a street fight, which will be a good match because it's a street fight. Mm-hmm. I don't know what side the crowd's going to be on since it is, Bronson Reed's home country. Mm-hmm. Will they go full Bizarro world and cheer Bronson Reed? I'm with it if they do. I like it. You know? But more importantly, will Bronson Reed get the victory? That I don't know. I think it would be great for him to get it. It would be really good for him to get a strong win and pin Roman Reigns. Mm-hmm. Even if it involves shenanigans, which I assume this is how Braun Breaker will end up on the show. And that's another reason why I thought about Seth winning clean, because I think if there's any vision shenanigans, it would be in that street fight, because there's no DQ, right?
Yeah.
But then I was talking about this with Nick the other day. It was like, well, eventually, Roman got to make his way to the head of the snake. He got to make his way to that one-on-one with Seth, and most likely that one-on-one is going to be for the World Championship. Mm-hmm. So typical WWE fashion is for the babyface to go through the goons of said faction until they get to the leader. Mm-hmm. So he beats Bronson, beats Braun, and then finally takes on Seth one-on-one. They could stretch that out as long as they want to.
Yeah.
But would Bronson getting a victory be a bad thing?
It wouldn't be a bad thing. But I don't see, even if Bronson lose, he's not going to lose, if that makes sense. Because he's going to have a great match with Roman. It's a street fight. People get excited about that off top. They're going to make this exciting. There's going to be some shenanigans. It's going to be almost Roman get his ass whooped, and then Bronson and Breaker going to try to double team. Roman might get some help. And then it might be like a little excitement. And then my man Roman going to come out of nowhere, hit the Superman punch and do what he do best. Hit him with that spear. Or he might get speared. Who knows? He might get speared on the car. So it might be something crazy. Might get speared off of a dock or something. You never know. They could do a lot of shit.
Yeah, they might do something crazy. It might take it all over the arena. They could.
Yeah. But even if Bronson Reed lose, he still don't lose. Because I think he got that shot.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I think if Bronson Reed was to lose, he'll still look good. Like in Clash of Paris, he lost, but he got his heat back immediately, times 3.
Mm-hmm.
And also, Jay and Jimmy are not on the show in a match, so they could run in as well for backup. And I believe at some point, I mean, that's a pay-per-view match right there if you had Bloodline versus Division in a 3-on-3, but it might save it for War Games.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I don't even know what a War Games picture is looking like right now, but
me neither. That's what I'm like really anticipating. Like, who's going to be in War Games?
Yeah. So okay. So you're thinking that Roman is going to get the victory? All right. So you're predicting Roman. I'm going to jump out the window and say Bronson Reed is going to get the victory. With shenanigans, but a no DQ street fight is shenanigans to begin with.
Exactly.
So it doesn't really count. So I'm gonna go Bronson. You're gonna go Roman, and we both predict that this match is probably going to be very dope. Matter of fact, it wouldn't surprise me if they set it off. They're either going to set it off with this match or they're going to set it off with Cena Styles. That's what I'm thinking. To start the show,
they might set it off with Cena Styles because didn't Roman and Bronson set it off in their match
in Paris?
Yeah, I think they set it off, so they might switch it up,
or they might do the women's Crown Jewel match first as well.
Bingo, I agree. I think that's going to be Stephanie Valquer and Tiffany Stratton
as a booking, and we'll talk about that match next, actually. But first, all right. So you predict Roman, I predict Bronson. Hype is good, made sense. A lot of heat building up to it. If Bronson loses, he's not going to be hurt. If Roman loses, he won't be hurt. But we're going to get a
see, that's why I put you right there. I agree. If Roman loses, it's just like, bro, like for you to be like such a big star, you keep getting your ass whooped. Like you just got that man put you on a stretcher, and then you just got your ass whooped at a match. Like so, that's why I don't see Roman losing.
Well, because he won the last one.
Yeah,
and he got Paul Heyman in a choke.
Yeah.
Right. And again, a lot's riding on Seth's victory now based off Paul Heyman's promo. But okay, yeah. Still rolling with who I'm rolling with. $6. This is worth $6 to you.
$6 to put us at 18.
$6. All right. So we're at $6 for Roman and Bronson Reed. So Roman Reigns, Bronson Reed is worth $6 on top of the 12 for Cody Seth. So we're at 18. So we need to account for $12 more to make this pay-per-view worth it. We got 3 more matches, but we need $12 more.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right. So if anyone's counting, roll with us. Let's go to the Crown Jewel Women's Championship with Stephanie Valquer. Stephanie Valquer. She said it's Valquer. Some people don't say it all the way. Kind of like we say Guerrero. You say Guerrero.
Valquer.
But someone will correct this, but it's better than saying Stephanie Valquer. It's Valquer. So Stephanie Valquer versus Tiffany Stratton. Not a lot of heat or build up for this match, and I will say that we had no idea that Stephanie Valquer would have even won the championship versus Naomi. For they were originally scheduled for Clash in Paris. So Stephanie, won the title, beating Iyo Sky in a banger. So here we are. I love Stephanie. We're Team Stephanie. That's who I was going for to begin with. Her versus Tiffany Stratton. Those two, young, energetic, athletic, impressive movesets. They both look good. They got the charisma. But I like Stephanie a lot more than I like Tiffany Stratton. So I'm going to be going for Stephanie in this match, and that's who I predict to win because she just won that world championship. And technically, this is like it's not even her first title defense.
Yeah.
So she can't lose. I don't think she can. But what do you think?
I want you to underline what you just said too. This is her first championship. So I think they still want her to have a little more build up and earn an actual Crown Jewel championship. And I want her to win, but I think Tiffany's going to win because Tiffany's already established and they just need something to kind of keep her solidified throughout her career because she's still the champion. Because, people kind of on the ropes for her still. I think she's talented. I think she looks good. I think she's sexy. I think she can wrestle her ass off. She's like Charlotte Flair 2.0. But I just feel like she's kind of earned that title for her to step in and win that. while Stephanie just got her title, I think she still just got some she needs some time to earn to get into a situation like that. Just my personal opinion.
No, it makes perfect sense. And Tiffany Stratton is just undeniably talented. Even when she was on NXT, before she even came up, I was like, yo, that's money right there. That is a future world champion right there. Like, she's the total package.
She's going to get it, too. She's going to get it.
Well, she already got it.
No, I'm talking about, her Crown Jewel, championship, but just, not this. Next, maybe next.
Are you talking about Stephanie?
Yeah.
Oh, I was talking about Tiffany.
Oh, talking about Tiffany. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, but even Stephanie, I saw Stephanie on an AEW show a year or so ago against Mercedes Moné. And I was like, oh, this girl's money. Matter of fact, a chick you should look up on the internet who's going to be money in the future, Bozilla. Bozilla.
I like that name already.
She's only 20-something years. She's young, but she got it. She's tall. She's a powerhouse, but also super agile. Crazy charisma. Yeah. But she wrestled in a 4-way match against Mercedes Moné. Mercedes' run in AEW has been amazing. You should totally check it out.
I'm proud.
Matter of fact, she wrestled. She did an open challenge match against. Remember we were talking about Kaden Carter and Katana Chance?
Yeah.
So they got released. So Kaden Carter, she's going by the name Lacey Lane now, and she wrestled against Mercedes last night.
Yeah, Inspire.
It was good. It was really, really good. It was really good. She lost some weight. She got even leaner than she already was. And she had a great match for Mercedes. So shout out to Lacey Lane. I'll be checking for her. And hopefully they just announced AEW women's tag titles. So maybe Katana will show up and they can just team together under their whatever their new names are going to be.
Yeah, Aspire, yeah.
Yeah, I think women's tag team championships are very important to get a lot of women on TV.
Me too.
And get exposure, So sometimes people say there's too many belts. I disagree. It's just use the belts properly. If anything, the only thing that's too many is world championships because you shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
But I already got that rant online numerous times, so we got that one there. Sorry, so Stephanie versus Tiffany, high profile match, two young superstars, the future of this business. You're predicting Tiffany's going to win. I'm predicting Stephanie's going to win. And my justification is that Stephanie just won the title, and she needs some momentum. Your justification is that Tiffany is the established champ, building up her prestige and reputation. She might as well just clean house and just be the year of Tiffy time. Is that what I'm getting?
Yes, sir.
Right. So remember last week we had the conversation about a champion or a title? Who's the A champion between Tiffany and Stephanie?
Ooh, I love them both. I think Tiffany's just a little bit more polished than her. Just a little bit more polished. Stephanie, she's so young though, so they both are young, but I just think Tiffany, young. She's been in enough matches with OGs to where she's a little more polished.
Yeah, I'm agree. I think Tiffany is the A champion right now.
Yeah,
and that title is the A title. That could change depending on who's holding it, right?
Exactly. Yeah,
because I think if Becky Lynch got her hands on the title that Stephanie has, and boy, am I looking forward to that feud if it happens.
It might be right around the corner.
Yeah, Becky would be the A champion at that point.
Yeah, for sure.
But okay, all right. So $6. Is it worth $6?
Damn, what we got left? We got Cena left, 12. and we got. I'm talking about matches though. We got Cena.
Oh,
we got
and the Iyo Rhea tag match. So it's Stephanie Valquer.
$6.
So what?
$6.
$6.
Yeah.
All right. So we're at 24. So far, one match has already got double in hype that we would pay for. All right, and then we said that Roman Reigns, Bronson Reed deserve 6. Stephanie Valquer and Tiffany Stratton 6.
6.
All right. So we're at 24. Is my math correct?
Yeah,
I got
24.
I got GD.
Yep.
Okay.
12.
All right.
6. That's 18. Then 6 more. 24. Yes, sir.
Been a long time since I worked cash register. Well, I used to be nervous about giving people their change back in the day. Ooh, Lord. But all right, cool. All right, so we got $6 left in 2 matches. So having said that, let's go into the next match, which will be Iyo Sky and Rhea Ripley teaming up versus the Kabuki Warriors. Asuka and Kairi Sane, which is a match that I predicted that was going to happen. And here it is in Perth. And a great build-up, probably one of my favorite storylines on Monday Night Raw. They've done a great job of this crazy Asuka, this timid Kairi Sane, this confused Iyo Sky, and then Rhea Ripley, the observer from the outside, who's just like, yo, what is all this craziness? And she has this respect for Iyo Sky based off of their rivalry. So here we are. The heel turn happened. It's official. I still believe that this is
pulling the Four Horsemen,
an elaborate setup. It doesn't have to be. They can just go the route that they're going.
They can.
But I ran this by Nick the other day. He was like, oh yeah, that will put some, if this was a setup and Iyo ultimately ends up aligning back with Asuka and Kairi, that puts a lot of heat when Rhea and Iyo finally face off again. And they will, because Rhea got to get that victory at some point. If they wanted to do the storybook ending. But if they wanted to add some heat to it, this could be an elaborate setup.
He was saying, you wanted to be the storybook ending to where it's a hoax and it's like the Four Horsemen play, and Iyo goes back with the Kabuki Warriors. And
yeah, when's the last time we had a really good out of nowhere double cross?
It's been a while.
You know,
it's been a while.
It's like it makes sense. Like the old school, I come out to the ring to make the save. I got the chair in my hand. I chase off the bad guys, but I end up hitting the babyface in the back. Because it was one big setup. And I think that's what they need to do if they want to build on. Now, granted, they might say, well, we still got to get this one-on-one with Asuka and Iyo.
So that's why I don't think it's going to happen, because it has to be Iyo versus Asuka before that happens, bro.
And maybe they beat some respect into each other.
Yeah.
And then they decide to go ahead and team back up. But I think they're going to get back together.
It's going to take Iyo beating Asuka's ass for her to think straight.
Yeah. Or vice versa. Now, let me ask you this. What did you think about, and I was talking to Nick about this, because I went and watched Monday Night Football and then Raw at the same time. And I saw that they put Kairi versus Iyo on TV.
Remember, I predicted that. I said I wanted to see that. So I was surprised too.
You predicted that match was going to happen. I figured if we're feuding with multiple people, we always go through the entire crew, right? It's like playing Mortal Kombat, going through the tower until you get to the top to fight Goro or Shao Kahn or whatever.
Yeah, he's on the top of the mountain, like.
Right. So, but they gave us that match on television. And the old school in me was like, why are you doing this? This is a money match. Why would you give this away on television? But that's the old school in me. Maybe it doesn't matter. Yeah. And then I'm saying, well, if you're going to put this on TV, why set it up on the same show? Go backstage and just ask Pierce for a match. Why don't you promote it and say in 2 weeks, Kairi versus Iyo? Am I just like,
I don't know, man.
Am I too old?
No, I wouldn't even say that. I just think they got just so many balls in the air. Sometimes they don't really, I'm trying to think of the word. They got so many things going on. They don't serve it how they wanted to serve it. But then hopefully they can bring it back in a different way. Maybe her and Iyo can have a match again. And it'd be like a Kabuki Warrior, like challenge or something like that, or something really cool. Like they could spin it back and it'd be even doper match or a ladder match. Can you imagine an Iyo versus Kairi ladder match?
I mean, depending on what's at stake, right?
Yeah.
Because who knows? Iyo might get in the IC mix at some point. You might get the Iyo Becky feud or something. They fought before, but that was a long time ago. And I guess by me saying that out loud, knowing that, okay, I would love to see Iyo versus Becky again, but this is Iyo version. This is the new version of Iyo, the current version of Iyo. When Becky was feuding with Damage Control, she was beating them all up, right? They were still on the come up. But now Iyo is a high ranking top player, so it's a different Iyo. But at the same time, Iyo and Kairi still came up together, and you're just throwing this match on TV with no promotion. The build, like Kairi was just a bystander. Asuka just put her in the match. There was no real heat behind it.
Yeah.
So Kyrie comes across as the lackey, although that's the role that she's playing. She's doing a good job as well.
She is.
Asuka slapped her and all that good, but she went and did the match, and she got the victory. She beat Iyo with shenanigans, but she beat her.
Mm-hmm.
So they can't have another match. It's just that I've seen it already. What are you going to do to make me excited to see it again?
Yeah, but I was saying, adding that, like, maybe they'll do something like different, or he was like a ladder match, but it was like it had to be something at stake, or maybe there maybe a tables match or something like that, TLC match.
I don't know. They haven't got to. It hasn't gotten to the level of heat to where a gimmick is needed just yet.
Mm-hmm.
At least I don't see it yet. Well, it all depends on the outcome of this match, this tag match, and then the inevitable Asuka versus Iyo 1-on-1, which I hope they don't do on television.
I don't think they're gonna do that. Which not downplaying Kyrie either, but Kyrie is kind of like you said, they kind of got her and she's not. She's a superstar. I think she's super awesome, but
she's a star.
Yeah, but they just got her as the role player right now. She's not the main attraction.
Right. She's the Jimmy of this particular.
She's the Luke Longley.
Luke Longley.
Remember Luke Longley, bro?
Yeah, him and Will Perdue. Yeah, I remember them coming off the bench. Actually, Luke Longley was a starter at.
He was, but he was still a role player, though. You still could be a starter, still a role player.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, Eric Snow.
Yeah.
Shout out to Eric Snow. Not taking. He's an NBA player, so you got to be good to get there. But
he went to the finals.
Yeah. Exactly.
So here we are. Let's talk about the build up to it and the whole Kyrie thing and the Asuka thing. And Rhea hasn't had much going on, so this is what she has going on right now. So in this tag match, who do you think is going to win?
Kabuki.
That's what I'm thinking as well. I'm thinking that the Kabuki Warriors win.
It'll keep heat with it, but I think if Rhea and Kyrie were to win, not Rhea and Kyrie, Rhea and Iyo win, it'll kind of like make the feud cold.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Who's getting pinned?
Iyo.
Yeah, I think Io's getting pinned by Asuka.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I think it will be in the effort to save Rhea from something. Maybe
Bingo.
Iyo gets caught up in the crossfire, takes the pin via a sacrifice, some type of sacrifice.
Mm-hmm. Her trying to help her out, and she get hit, and Rhea gets knocked out, and then they get set up with the little insane elbow with the other thing mix. Yeah.
Yep. Either that, or if Rhea and Iyo was to win, they will both get beat down and double missed it, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
A double blue mist, poison mist, if you will. But they're going to get either way. The Kabuki Warriors will leave with some heat, and this feud is far from over.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I do think it's still. We'll see. I still think it's pieces to an elaborate setup. So Triple H, if you are listening, Ric Flair is your idol. You know that Ric Flair, Arn Anderson, Brian Pillman angle with Sting. You know what to do. Use it. All right. $6 gold. Is this match worth $6?
It is, but I'm going to save it for the Cena match, man. Because they're going to run it back on Raw. Whatever happens, they're going to run it back on Raw.
Oh, they're totally going to do this match again on Raw.
Mm-hmm. So that's my saving grace on that.
Okay, all right.
AJ Styles.
Okay, all right. So you're not going to pay the $6 for this match. What is the word I am looking for? This match matters, but it doesn't.
It's a setup match.
It's a setup. Okay.
Setup match. For something for a storyline. The setup. It's a continuation for the storyline. A continuation match. We'll say that. How's that?
It's a stepping stone.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
To go to the next direction. Okay. So, all right. So you're predicting Kabuki. I'm predicting Kabuki as well. Some level of, not a shenanigan, but some type of compromise.
Distraction or something, or a mishap.
A clean victory that's not so clean, but not fully shenanigan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So next match would be John Cena versus AJ Styles, a rivalry match with no story whatsoever. AJ Styles said that no story is needed. I agree. These two got a history with AJ beating John Cena on numerous pay-per-views.
Yeah.
And if you saw that video package of how small AJ looked back then compared to now.
He was like a cruiserweight.
Jesus, he's been eating a lot of protein, huh?
Yes, he has.
I mean, he Dom Mysterio to start eating some of that protein. He's bigger than John Cena now. And we'll see that when they wrestle.
Yeah.
And that match should be excellent. The match itself should be good. They have a great history. We did that segment talking about Cena's soulmate, so AJ was on that list. So so far he's wrestled all of his soulmates except Seth Rollins, and he can't wrestle Edge because Edge is on another show.
Mm-hmm.
So John Cena versus AJ Styles. I'm predicting that John Cena will get the victory in a hard-fought, great back-and-forth match. Maybe 2 to 3 attitude adjustments.
Mm-hmm.
Or hell, he might even hit the Styles Clash on AJ. Who knows?
I think he might go crazy. Like AJ might try to put him in the Style Clash. He reversed it and then turned it into a FU.
He might hit him with the Avalanche AA.
Mm-hmm. That'll be fire too.
We might get an Avalanche AA, but either way, we're getting an AA and a victory from John Cena. That's what I'm predicting. What about you?
Same here. But I know it's gonna be a great match because they got so much history. Like I like the promo video they cut for him. And they definitely want to give the fans like one for the books because John got like what, 4 dates left?
Maybe 3.
Yeah. So they definitely gonna like keep that in the back of their heads, and I'm sure they're gonna do the damn thing. I'm looking forward to it. $6.
I'm not mad at them either for like John not being able to be there because of his dates.
Yeah,
that's fine. You picked the right opponent for me to say, you know what? Yeah, no story needed.
Mm-hmm. And that's funny. I thought about you because you said that too. You was like, well, AJ and John Cena, he was like, there's no story needed there. And I was like, that's exactly what he said. And look, AJ Styles said the same exact thing you said.
Yep. Nope. But just give it to us because the history speaks for itself. So yeah, $6. I say $6 as well. Mm-hmm. So right now you are getting your $30 worth on this particular PLE versus WrestlePalooza, which I don't believe was worth $30. But this one is worth $30, and had you decided to fork out $6 for the women's tag match, you'd be paying $36. So you're saying that this particular show is worth more than the price of admission?
I agree. They did a thing with this match cards.
Yeah. I wish they would add another match, maybe 2. You know, this 5-match formula, I guess it works for them. It doesn't seem as long, but it's still, you know, like they padded with so much with the entrances and the pyro and ballyhoo and video packages and whatnot. They could totally throw in another match.
Yeah.
CM Punk's not on the show. The Usos are not on the show. LA Knight's not on the show. I guess that's a nice problem to have. Is your roster is that deep that you can put together a card which seems loaded. It's only 5 matches, but it seems loaded, right?
It does.
Because of the stakes, because of the story that's tied to everything, with the exception of Cena and AJ.
I think they're kind of like in the mindset of quality over quantity, which not downplaying any of the other wrestlers. It was like, let's save something for them to look forward to. You know, if we don't do it on the PLE, we might do it on Raw. And that's maybe with the Kyrie and Iyo thing. There'll be plenty to go around for all the shows because, you know, some of the shows is like kind of trash. But the recent show's been pretty good. Monday Night Raws and Friday Night SmackDowns, I'm saying.
The last 2 episodes of Raw have been good. Same old but good. And Nick was talking about, I've not watched SmackDown in probably over a month and a half. So I've missed Sami Zayn's entire title win for the U.S. title and all the open challenges that he's been doing, which I've been told have been all excellent. So there's been a lot of high praise for his match with Javon Evans. So I got to go see that because, you know, that's North Carolina represent. So
I like Javon. Javon's crazy, bro.
Got to watch the future in action. But they said Sammy's been like the MVP of SmackDown as of late. So I got to go back and watch it.
Yeah.
And,
his match between Carmella Hayes is fire too.
I can only imagine. Nick said that SmackDown's been way better than Raw, and he said that his take on the 2 brands right now is that Raw has the better women's division, and SmackDown has the better men's division.
That's a good call.
Would you agree?
Talent-wise, I don't know, man. You got Roman, you got Punk, you got Seth.
I guess in terms of what they're doing with them, I guess.
Okay.
And
well, I haven't really been tuned into because I gotta see if I gotta check my Hulu to see if I have SmackDown on my app. But I haven't been able to watch it, so I guess I can't call it. I'll be biased. But I do be catching Raw every Monday. And Raw's been good, like I said, like the last couple of weeks, and you agree. But I'll have to start watching and see if I have it on my app and start watching SmackDown too.
Yeah,
so I guess I
catch the clip.
I just catch the highlights.
You can catch the clips on YouTube. I think don't they show SmackDown on Peacock still?
I don't think so.
I thought SmackDown was at least on Peacock because SmackDown comes on USA, which is
I thought SmackDown came on Fox.
No, SmackDown comes on USA.
Well, thank you for the update. I might start watching it then.
Yeah, you can watch. Oh, okay. They put SmackDown 30 days after they air.
Oh, that's so funny.
So that's so you got to watch it like later. But you can go back and watch last month. But
yeah,
I don't know I think USA might be on Hulu. Is USA Network on? Yeah, it's on Hulu Plus.
Okay, I think I got Hulu Plus too.
Because you got the bundle, right? Disney, ESPN, Hulu.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, so that's Crown Jewel. Dope. A dope card. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to enjoy me some nice Space Dizzles, Space Best IPAs.
Yeah.
And enjoy this show. Appreciate y'all rocking with us. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button.
Appreciate you.
Quit playing. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Go to hiphopandwrestling.com to get your merchandise. You see that shirt that Gold got on? You can get that shirt. It's the Pack of Wolves tee. Go ahead and get yours. That's my guy. And and check out Why Not Friday's new freestyle. He just did his 50th one. Jesus Christ. 50?
Yeah, man. 2 more and that'll be a whole year.
Let's not forget our special friend of the show, Madison J. Rappers like
Madison County.
1, 2, and 3. Great pieces of work, especially if you are a hip hop and wrestling fan. You got to hear this mashup. Like no one does it better. So shout out to Madison J. And the Escape to LA project is out as well.
Salute, brother.
So, shout out.
And also look up Stephen Gold on Apple Music, wherever you stream music at Tidal. My old projects, new projects coming. Hey, we all working, man. We ain't playing.
And we appreciate you rocking with us.